Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Tuesday morning. We'll get started. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500. Stop by there and give them a visit for all of your educational needs. High today now will be already up to 84. Low tonight 67. Water temperature remains around 78 degrees. The river readings, the river is low. We're taking a look at the Apalachicola Bluntstown. It did actually jump up to a foot, but it's going to drop back down. And the Choctawhatchee at Carabelle, the rain we've had recently is going to get up to 2.7, at 2.7 now, but we're looking at 4.2 by Wednesday, so it's going to double up and then it's going to drop back down for the weekend. But I was talking to my nephew Greg Jordan up there in Bluntstown, and he'd taken the boys out this past weekend to go tubing and all, and right there out of the Bluntstown landing, and he actually ran aground in the middle of the river, which is something he's never done. It's so low over there. So we talked about, watching out for snags, but sometimes those sandbars are right there in the middle of some of these curves and all. All right, taking a look at, well, next we want to go into the tide chart, okay? Taking a look at our tide chart. We're in some neat tides right now. Not a lot going on for a couple of days. Looking at the 15th here, and tomorrow is going to pick up a little bit, but we do have a little high tide this morning at 7.42, and then low at 4.46. But we're looking at a small movement in here. And then the weekend is shaping up to some good tidal flow. So if you just work hard this week and look forward to the weekend if you're doing a bay fishing. Okay, we'd like to call the Panama City Beach Pier. I just talked to Panama City Beach Pier. Talked to Ron, and he was telling me they've caught a lot of Spanish out there this past week, the past 4 or 5 days. This past weekend caught some nice king, a few pompano, and I wrote down a few flounder, a few pompano, a few flounder. But the hardtails have come in at the pier. A lot of hardtails out there. And the kings they've caught now are good size. One caught a couple of them in the 20-pound range and caught one of them in the 30-pound range. So that's a good size kings coming off the Panama City Beach Pier. Okay, that takes care of our first section, and we'll take our break, and we'll be right back.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida. One vision, yours.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop.
You can also check out our selection at Sunjammers Water Sports on Panama City Beach. Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team.
Time. It takes time to shape a mower, to evolve it from great stock. As the leader in commercial mowing equipment, Exmark spent a lot of time designing the next Laser Z, honing it, testing it, perfecting it. Why would Exmark spend so much time crafting this mower? To make sure you spend less time mowing. Visit nextlaser.com or your local Exmark dealer.
Sweet old Bob says see and save on all Exmark products today at Soul Tractor.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need, rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Hi, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. We're about at a halfway point through the month of May. That's hard to believe, isn't it? Got some information here, some good pictures now. We always talk about doing stuff with kids, and this is a good friend of mine, Jennifer Collier. She teaches up at Moser Advanced Placement in History, and she's an excellent teacher, but she's also a mom, and her little boy, I think he's a second grader. She's a Cub Scout den mother. And to get badges and all, we used to get badges for Cub Scout, Boy Scouts. They do a little bit different now, but they have to spend a certain time doing certain things. So she wanted a whole Cub Scout den to get their fishing, little fishing pen. So she sent me, even she was telling me about it ahead of time. I just told her to take a pill for patience, but she had a great time. She sent me some pictures. I'm going to share these pictures with you, but it's a wolf den. Second graders, pack 382. They meet at the First United Methodist Church in the Cove. And they went to St. Andrews Marina and went to complete the requirements to earn their fishing belt. It's a belt loop. They put it on a belt now. That's considered the big badges. So what they have to do is learn how to bait a hook, learn how to certain fishing procedures. And she went on to talk about they have to fish for at least 30 minutes. So here we're going to go with the picture. This is Jennifer Collier. First one is there's Tony Collier, her husband. And there's the little boy there. They really enjoy fishing. They caught a fish there. Good job, Tony. Okay? That was, we're going to do one at a time, all right? Now, the next one, and we're going to be patient with me, folks. I got a whole Cub Scout troop here, all right? All right, that first one was Andrew Collier, the one we just showed. Andrew, and now this is Wyatt and Tammy Timmerman with a fish they caught. Look at there, he's happy right there. All right, the next one's going to be, this is Michael, okay? This is Michael Frost unhooking one. These are all those second graders. All right, the next two, we're going to get this one right here. That is Bobby Bonanno, and his little brother's a scout, okay? There's his little brother there. It's a great learning process. His brother Peter and his granddaddy is helping him out. His granddaddy is really good into this. Good thing, granddaddy. All right, the next section we're going to have on this first picture will be, this is Chris Yates, okay? Our next, a vertical one, this is Mark. When we put vertical in here, it just throws it out of whack, doesn't it? Okay, this is Mark Sistrunk. Mark Sistrunk. And, I'm sorry, this is Mark Sistrunk right here. Mark Sistrunk right there. Good job, Mark. He knows he's fishing in the shade. He's learning at an early age to get there in the shade. Okay. Next we're going to have, this is the, all right. The thing, anybody know what this is? This is Chris Yates. He's pointing at something. He ain't quite sure. He called that a thing. Okay. And White Timmerman fishing there. Okay. Then we have Michael. This is Chris Wisgell. All right. And then this is Michael Frost. You can see this whole Cub Scout troop. They're having a good time. All right, now next we have, my wife did an excellent job numbering these. This is Tony. This is Chris Wisgell's brother. Okay. And then number 160, 185, this is Devin. This is Devin, right? Look at here, got a little girl fishing. Okay. That's a Devin Timmerman. That's White's sister. And then that's Devin fishing. Oh, that's a great picture there. Got a couple more. Oh, they're going to be watching this. I know the mamas and granddaddies are all going to be watching this. You don't see it now, it'll be on YouTube. This is Gavin Miller. Okay. This is White Timmerman. That's a great picture there. And this is a nice shot. It's just some of a group shot right here, fishing as the sun's going down. Okay. That's the Cub Scout Troop pack number 382. Good job there, Jennifer. Thank you for sending those and all. Okay. Now, let's move on into something else. We were talking about, we've had Mother's Day and all, but you have birthdays coming up. You got Father's Day around the corner, and you always got all kind of presents and all. I'm always thinking about something for the outdoors person to share with you that you can give as a gift and all. I was thinking about this the other day because I used this on a 25-hour trip I took with Bobo a couple weeks ago. This is a rod belt. Now, you don't have to go a lot far out fishing to use one of these rod belts. They're not that expensive, but you put them around your waist like this, okay, and the rod fits right down in here. It takes all the pressure off doing this. Now, you got fish about 125 feet down. You're doing a lot of cranking. It's hard to poke it into your stomach or your leg all the time. So these rod belts, it's a Velcro belt. You put it around you real quick. If any of your family members going on a charter boat trip or a head boat trip, get them one of these little rod belts. It's so convenient and saves you so much time. It's a great little idea for a Father's Day present or a birthday coming up for an outdoorsman. And really, you know, catching these king mackerel, a lot of times, I'm not just talking about going out deep sea fishing, but a lot of times catching a king mackerel and trying to hold that rod, it gets real uncomfortable at times moving around, because sometimes it takes you 15 minutes to land a fish, and you want that rod butt sticking into your stomach or leg for 15 minutes. It's uncomfortable. So those rod belts are really a lifesavers there. Okay. One more announcement talking about kids. Now we have the FWC is putting on their free kids fishing clinic this Saturday down at the downtown marina. It's going to be from 9 to 12. They're going to have rod and reels and everything there. They have all the equipment there. I don't know if they're giving these away or not. I know they're going to have equipment there. They're going to have bait there. But they're saying if the kids have their own equipment, let them bring their own equipment, and they're going to teach them about the ethics of fishing, and it's going to be all catch and release. Now, it may be hard to get some of these little kids that want to release it, but it's a catch and release program. It's going to be this Saturday from 9 to 12 at the City Marina downtown. Okay? Let's take our first break, and we'll be right back.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Timber Parkway.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Steel, the #1 selling brand of handheld outdoor power equipment in America.
Create a custom yard care system with the Steel Combi System. Edge, trim, prune, and more.
Buy a KM55R Combi motor for just $209.95 and get a pair of hearing protectors and safety glasses for just $15.
Start easier, work smarter, finish faster with Steel, #1 in America.
Guido Bob says see and save today and every day on all Steel outdoor products at Soul Tractor.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off the Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. John Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. We get started this segment here by a good picture sent to us by our friends down in Blue Water. This is Scott Krause who works at Blue Water. He was fishing with Ron and Zach Childs, and they ran into some nice amberjack over the weekend. Some nice AJs. I think they got tired of pulling those in. Those amberjacks are fighting fish. That's out of Mexico Beach there. Good job, Scott. I knew you could catch those fish. All right, now, I also have I want to say good morning to Steve Zimmerman. Steve, one of our loyal viewers, ran into him. I was at Express Lane the other afternoon pumping some gas, and he pulled up and we started talking and told me he watched the show on a regular basis, and I appreciate that, Steve, and glad to have you in our viewing audience, okay? And good luck on your fishing. Also got this email from, this comes from Doug Lurie, and I won't read you the whole thing, but he was fishing with a pompano fishing from his boat, and he kept getting cut off and all, so he's gone to a stronger fluorocarbon leader. And also he's tying a better blood knot. I'm going to show you in a day or two how to tie a good blood knot. We teach a lot of knot tying in our classes, so I'll show you that if I can get it done on air. But also, what I want to read this last paragraph, because this will happen. He's a good fisherman. He said, the good Lord threw me a real test Thursday when I broke a steering cable, and that happens. And I was 3 miles down Shell Island. I had to get home, so I made the best of it and turned the motor. It was a 90 horsepower motor. He had to turn it, turn it by hand. So he had to come through the pass. He had to maneuver through the pass, turn it by hand. Then he had to go up in the Grand Lagoon. Had to go up under the bridge there. So he had a challenge there, but he did make it. He then had to get it on his boat lift there in South Lagoon with a strong. But he had a strong southwest wind, and that's a killer there when he had that strong wind. But he made it, and everything working out good. He appreciates the show. So good job there. Now. This past weekend, Saturday afternoon, remember it was raining we had some bad weather this past weekend, but before that weather hit here, you know how that wind blows and the water gets chopped up. And I really like fishing in choppy water. And not a really big gale, but it got a little bit of chop on it. So I had a few minutes before dark Saturday afternoon, finally got a minute to get out and do something. And it was... I call it purple sky fishing. The sun had already set and the sky was getting purple. I knew I only had a few minutes to go and just make a couple of casts. So I got a little 5-minute video for my purple sky fishing. So let's roll this, Jeff. This fish has been on here about 6 or 7 minutes, and he keeps fooling me. He's almost. I threw it just time I hit the water. He took off. In fact, Gail's had time to go, walk down the dock, go in the house, go upstairs, get the camera, and come back, and he's still on here. And I'm not making any progress. This is a big fish. This is a big fish. I'm afraid I'm not going to get to look at him. I mean, he's about in the middle of the North Bay right now. This is my third cast. Look at the boat. There it goes. About 7:30. We're going to be here a while. Up there, there's a Deer Point Dam up there. He's still on here, folks. We're on about 10 minutes now. We're pushing 10 minutes. I've got a little bit on him. I love this it's windy. I love this kind of weather. I got a little bit of chop on the water. If you look out there, got a little bit of wind. It's sort of water broke up. I just had an urge to come out here. I'd rather do this than being flat calm. Whoa, you don't want to come in. I'm gonna need a net. Can you hold this while I go get a net? All right, it's been about 15 minutes. He's still, he's still on. I don't want to muscle him. I've got a small hook, 6-pound test line. But I'm not making any progress with him, really. Come the cord. Swim the cord. Hand me these. He wants to go over here now. believe it's a big old cell cat. There he is right there. Look at him. Ooh, that's a big fish. I believe it's either a shark or a cell cat. And a lot of cell. There he is right there. It's a big old cell cat. That's some good eating right there, folks. I sure don't want to reach down and get him. Can you see him? Get him, baby. Come here. Woo! Get him, baby. Get him, baby. Oh, I'm afraid he's gonna break off on this light rig. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna bring him up here. I'm gonna bring him on up here. Y'all watch out. Back up, Bill. Well, I got it. Wait a minute, girl. Get him, Amy. You got her. Get him, Amy. All right, here we go. Ah, broke off. That's what I wanted to release. That's a good way to spend a late Saturday afternoon. I knew it wasn't gonna be. He was heavy. He was about 8 pounds. 6-pound test line. It broke off right there. Fun way to spend a late Saturday afternoon, though.
On the water or under the water, success starts at C&G Sporting Goods. C&G specializes in fresh and saltwater fishing tackle, floundering supplies, spearfishing equipment, and much, much more. C&G also has licenses, maps, and expert advice on where to go. For over 59 years, C&G Sporting Goods has been the headquarters for the outdoors man. Fishing, hunting, camping, guns, and ammo. They've got it all. C&G, home of the experts, downtown Panama City.
When you need to get the job done, nothing beats the reliability, efficiency, and value of a Kubota. And right now, during Kubota Rewards, take advantage of 0 down and 0% APR for up to 60 months on new Kubota garden tractors, compact tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. It pays to own orange. See your Kubota dealer today.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Solo Tractor today.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your business.
Are you still waiting to do something with your IRA, 401k, annuities, or other investments?
My dad has an economics degree from Vanderbilt University, and he helped me with my homework. A lot of people call themselves financial planners, but my dad passed a board exam to be a certified financial planner. He's fair, easy to talk to, and he spends a lot of time with me.
To my existing clients, thank you for your friendship and loyalty through these uncertain times. And to everyone else, don't wait until it's too late. Call me today, and let's see if I can help.
Welcome back. Isn't it sometimes funny how you don't have to plan anything, just go out on spur of the moment, spontaneously, and just have fun in just a small window of time, and we were able to do that. Had a good time. Let's take a look at our Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast. We're looking at our times today from 8:46 to 10:46 in the morning, and this evening from 9:06 to 11:06. That's a little bit off. That fish jumped down. Tonight, look, that's 9:06 to 11:06. That fish jumped ahead. He's looking at tomorrow night's time. But this morning's time is from 8:46 to 10:46, okay? We were talking about saltwater catfish. They're good to eat, and I've eaten them before. I don't eat a lot of them now, but really it's got a lot of meat on it. They're slimy, but the thing about it, if you can, what you got to do is, you know, when you cut them open, you want them. And a lot of fish have what we call a bloodline. It's really not necessarily a bloodline. It's darker meat there when they just get all their nutrients from that area. So you really want to cut that out. Once you cut that out, and next time I do one, I'll show you how to do it on air. But you cut it out, and just fry it up. And we always skin catfish, freshwater, saltwater. Skin them out, and that's good meat. But we're talking about, speaking of freshwater catfish, we're talking about how low the river is. We took this river reading. This is the gauge up in Bluntstown, folks. It's way down below a foot, and it, like I say, it jumped up briefly with this rain, but it's going right back down. So the freshwater fishing is really, really low in Bluntstown. And people are still talking about those sailfish. I got another picture of the sailfish they caught off the pier. People are still talking about people can't believe they can catch a sailfish off the Panama City Beach Pier, and you can. And here's a picture of it right there. This was a couple weeks ago, but here's another picture I had sent to me. So those are really, really exciting times. Okay. Can you imagine catching a sailfish off the pier? Well, it can be done. Now, this Friday night, we talked about it. Hank Parker going to be here in town. Men's ministry at the First Baptist Church. They're having him on, and I'm going to get to it. I'm giving away tickets all week long, so I'm going to draw out. Here it is, Men's Ministry Spring Cookout. Hank Parker, $6 a ticket, and it's going to be at 6 o'clock. Start serving dinner, and that was faith, fellowship, and a lot of fun. So I'm going to draw for today's winners. Now, give me a call so I can tell you where to pick up these tickets, okay? Winning a pair of tickets for Friday night, and the winner is Wilton Jones, okay? At a Navy base. Works out there. So now, Wilt, give me a call, and I'll get these tickets to you. And if you want some tickets and all, if you don't win one next couple of days, give me a call. I may have some extra tickets left toward the end of the week, okay? So one of the things, too, we wanted to talk about this morning, got a few minutes, is, making your summer plans. Now, we just got a couple of weeks left in school, folks. I know it's hard to believe, but really, I have mainly seniors, and they only have like a week and a half left, really, and then the tests and all. But elementary kids and all got a couple more weeks and all. So we want to talk about making summer plans. We want to make sure you have outdoors in the summer plans. We're talking about camping. We're talking about all different, state park camping, just going with your family somewhere, going to the mountains. I know my family, as a kid, my dad, the first week of August, we always went to the Smoky Mountains. That was our family tradition, and we loaded up and went up there, went around different places, and I still have such fond memories as a kid, because it was so hot here in Florida, and we'd drive up there with mountains, and it was just like the air conditioning was turned on the whole time. So I have fond memories. So if you have kids and all, make sure you have some kind of vacation plans with them and do outdoor stuff. And we just went around those mountain streams and just had a blast doing it. Spent a whole week up there, the first week of August. And I still think about it as a grown man and with kids of my own and grandkids of my own. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, going on in this area and all kind of outdoor camps and all, that Camp Wilderness, the Sheriff's Department putting on, some little 3-day units, all kind of stuff weekends are having. So we'll tell you more about it as time goes on, but make plans to do something with your kids in the outdoors. If it's just like going out to the pier and doing something, or going out to the jetties at the kiddie pool, or going down the river on a sandbar, and on a regular basis, let those kids get in the water and all. So, but be careful doing that, and we'll talk more about it as time goes on. We're about to run out of time today. Got a good show lined up for you tomorrow, and as always, I really appreciate you watching the show, appreciate you telling people about it, and you do something good for somebody today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.